Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. Line.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot. Switch, switch.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3, check 3, check 1.
To throw Mariota. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. He finds the mic. I got him.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, baby. We need turnovers. Get that ball. Let's get that ball. Check 13. Check 13.
Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Come on, boy.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now it's Mixon running right. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
6 man.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I'm scared. Check nine, check nine. One. Mike 52. Let's go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Big stop, let's go. Check. Check 52. One. Hey, watch it.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Lions nothing.
Come on, set. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Keep playing on.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Call me crash. Y'all not ready.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Tight dog. Shift. Go. Right here, guys. Fight.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 27, Jackson. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Clear.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Where are they, team?
Get off the field. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Where are they, team?
They'll run it with Johnson.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're not ready.
One.
Check 43. Slam.
Three.
SOS.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 52.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 97 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Switch gears.
Now a fake on the give here. Run pass option. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Whip. Watch the
Nixon will try the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On the run, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Mariota. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They give to Johnson going right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
One. Back two, the Mike back two. Watch the flag.
Mariota on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Mike 52.
To try again after the sack, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm coming back.
Taken down back at the 42.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Watch the run.
Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now Jackson. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On third down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here we go. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Deuce.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So out comes the field goal team once more.
A 27-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They were looking for Johnson that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.